Okay, so we're back now with episode 7. So last time, obviously, we dropped off right in the middle of it, you know, at the end there when we died. So we're going to come back into it and see if we can take it down this time, or if it's just going to bug. This is why I don't do Iron Man anyway, because of this kind of stuff that happens. So, you know, I could do Iron Man, and I did do one of them, the Iron Man, the non-commentary one, where I started Iron Man. But the likelihood that something will go wrong and really mess up what I'm trying to show is just too high. So I'm not even going to bother with it. So we'll see if it works out this time. Comes out as being the same hits. What we're going to do now is we are going to immediately do what I said, and this time it's even better. We take out all three. Deteriorates our relationship, but I don't care about the crossfire anyway. They're dead. So, and I move away. There you go. One of them. So he's going to get 2. 2 are going to come in. I'm going to gain 1 more DP. And then 2 are going to come in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use... Okay, he's going 1 more. I'm going to use... Haroon against them, because Haroon is practical to use against units like this. So I'll move him away, and it doesn't proc his poison cloud, which is wonderful. And then I'll just move the unit into it, and I'll take him down with this when it comes in. And Urkashed is going to move to the back. Whoop. There we go, to the back. Yes, there we go. And he's going to gain protection. And then we're going to take him down with this. And move the unit over here. Actually over here. There we go. And he's dead. Now it's going to aggro in. I'm actually going to do this just to get the So there you had it again. So 58 is what she took from bleeding and burning. It's 58 of 35, so it is over 10%, but not by much, right? So you would imagine that burning is actually dealing 10%, and the other one is 5%, because 50, well, not even 5%. It's only 13, so it's a 33% within the framework, which is 30%, 33% of 10, 13. You're at approximately 13, between 13 and 14%, basically. And now we can set it up a bit better, because we can actually move her out to avoid our burn, and move her back in, and then do the taunt. And she's already got deflection, or he's already got deflection. So. and we'll want to be taking out that unit, so we move him over here and kill it. And gain ourselves some BP. Did she take damage then or something? Or when the unit died? I'm not sure exactly why it spawned out, but I think it might be because that unit just died, so she lost her weapon. She's uncontrollable and loses her weapon. Doesn't look like it, but it looks like it from her animation, so maybe that's what happened. I'm not sure yet. Kagao is going to come in and heal poison on him. Does he still have his, oh, he doesn't. And then, well, I guess we can come in and do it, right? Get that, and the protection. Okay, 2, so we really need Thor to come in over here and gain our taunt and deflection. And she should be dead on her second hit right now. And it worked. And it worked. This time it worked. And boom, devotion is level 4, which means that we can put it on Bionn immediately. That is very, very nice. So as you can see, it dropped down. It was level 6 when we were fighting her. But it dropped down. I'm not sure exactly why it dropped down. It could have to do with the fact that it had frozen earlier, so I don't know, whatever. Doesn't really matter why, but I've got it now. So a great weapon, as you can see, plus 9 strength, so 2 better than the Iron Axe, even though it's only level 4, right? The Iron Axe is actually a very, very good weapon. When you think about it, as a craftable weapon, it's extremely powerful at plus 7 by level 2. So if it had been level 3 or level 4, I mean, we could imagine that a craftable weapon, a level 4 craftable weapon, even though they don't exist, a level 4 craftable weapon would be stronger than its legendary counterpart of the same level. And they're dead. Boom. It was their last fight. That's okay, because that's all we wanted them to do. All we wanted from them was one fight. In order to get that legendary weapon, that's our legendary right now. We're done with that. We can move out of here. So we're going to be coming back to Ludern pretty soon, but not quite yet. We're heading back out of Ludern now in order to head back to Arthas, back to Cordia. And we got a lot of money from that one. Boom, almost 500 gold right there. As you can see, training bucklers are actually stronger. I mean, I don't have the protection skill, but they're more armor, so. And we got Beyond Stork. That's right, we also have some people who are hurt. Well, one person was hurt. So. That's another one that's a shrine, so it doesn't matter if we empty it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go start the mission that we gained there. That one where we have to go to the stone court. That way we're starting the Ludern mission already. Or sometimes pathing is really bad in this game. So now our mission is that we can either get him back. Here he is running away. We need chains anyway to get him, so, and we don't have any chains at the moment. But we can either get him back for the stone court, or get him back for the people at the border crossing that were there. Okay, where are they? There's somebody there. So I'll move down over here and we'll see if I can get away from them. There you go. Alright. So I didn't need as much food as I got. I usually never need as much food as I get anyway. But just having it, and of course I didn't need the bacon collars at all because I didn't use them. That particular tactic of using the croc swine in order to aggro bosses can be used on any boss that you want, other than Matthias Lund, the boss of Tiltron, because he cannot be engaged. So, and it requires you keeping the guy, in the same position. You don't want him to move, and Lund not only doesn't get engaged, but when he hits you, he also moves you away from him quite a bit. So it's not really possible to use against him, but you can use against any of the other bosses, like if you want to. But it's not necessary to use it against any of the other bosses. Bionn is really the one that's difficult to take her down early game because of the action economy that you have. You don't have enough action and enough damage being dealt to actually take her down, while she's also going to be calling in a bunch of plague ridden. And then eventually when she starts dropping her poison clouds, she's healing herself also, which is why it was dealing less damage at the end of that. Well, there are the guys, and there's Ludern jail. So Inquisitor Aurea is in the Ludern jail currently. She's waiting for us to discover her in order to stop scaling. Just like every other free unit, free recruit that is available in the game, they stop scaling once you discover their location. Explored their location, I should say. You can discover the location for the KP, but if you go into the location that they are, they stop scaling to the level of your party. So you don't ever want to go into their position until you want to actually recruit them. So knowing that they're available for recruitment, obviously for a new player, he could enter into the position and find himself at a deficit in terms of food and money, and not capable of hiring the unit because he knows that he would find himself in a very bad situation. But if you know that they're there, then you can just head in whenever you want to actually recruit them, whatever level it is that you want to recruit them at. Yeah, that's it. There's a phantom swarm appearing over there. That could have been our first phantom. I'm going to drop carcasses here because I need 20 carcasses eventually if I want to get the paints, the Ludern paints, from over here. There's a place, there's like a place with a big tree where you can get paintings, and you can get tribal paintings on your guys. Tribal paints on their faces and stuff, tribal tattoos and so on. Well, they're not exactly tattoos, they are actual paints, but you know, it's kind of that same principle. So I'm just going to leave the carcasses here, and that's all I'm going to leave here. I'm going to grab everything else and bring it back to my main storage. And here we're going to bring Bionn's torque. At Bionn's torque, we're going to bring Bionn's torque back to Bionn's husband, who is very sad that Bionn has left him. I must find Bionn. She deserves to rest in peace. Bionn was the greatest tracker in the world and the best person to ever live in the Eye-Forsaken Kingdom. Why won't they let me help her? And you're going to give him the torque, and he's going to be happy. Oh, I hope you found peace. Yeah, because we killed her. The guilt of leaving her to her fate had been eating away at me. Take this, I was keeping it for my future grandchildren, but you're family now. So I'm family because I killed his wife, apparently. Even though if we add a plague cure, and there are plague cures in the game, we could have bought some. A plague cure would technically cure her. You know, there's no reason why she wouldn't be cured. She would still be carnivorous because it's been a long time that she's been plague ridden. But there's no reason why that plague cure wouldn't cure her. So anyway, we killed her, so now we're his family because we killed his wife. That's how it works in this world. As I said before, wood becomes very unimportant very early on in this game. As you can see, most of the wood-intensive things I've already built them. And I mean, you accumulate a lot of wood, and I've already got some also left over in my main storage. So this is a guy who's got it. The guy's half senile. Yeah, he accepted me into his family for killing his wife. And of course, the daughter who was wondering, why her father's so young. She's giving me thanks for killing her mother. Fun times, fun times. So I could definitely grab a new pony. Oh, our brawny pony would be worthwhile. Brawny pony with 5% extra constitution. That's worthwhile. It's drunkard, so I can just heal drunkard anyway, so it doesn't matter. And it doesn't really matter that it's drunkard on a pony. So I think I will do it. It's an extra 6 food, but it gives me a lot of carrying capacity. So, and the companions improve, and we're gonna name them third, obviously. Well, they sure came. I don't know what happened there exactly. I wasn't even able to move. I wasn't able to. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But suddenly they just rushed me. Maybe because they didn't like that I made fun of the fact that I had killed Bionn and I was accepting his family for it. And there we go, everybody's got some saddlebags. I'll put them up here. There we go. You can get a fourth, and that way you get them all together. Keeping them together is useful since close companions, as I said, it also works on them, although they will do it very slowly. I mean, a full game with everything done, I usually won't have any of these guys who are even best friends yet between each other, but they've already started to gain quite a bit. They could love each other, not adore each other. Adore is when you can become best friends. So it's like love, adore. So as you can see, because of drunkard, they need 1 alcohol. So it's 1 alcohol per person who's drunkard, which is why when I'm usually playing and I play drunkard, just in order to remove all my negative status, it's just an OCD thing. It's hard. It takes a long time in early game just to heal them, while you're not doing that much with it. This is a good one, because this is actually going to make Kagao gain a relationship with all the close companions that Kagao has in the camp. Even though it looks like you're doing something with the new unit, with third, basically, it doesn't have anything to do with third. So other than the fact that I got it from third, that's not a certainty of happening. The fact that I got it with second also is quite bad, but that's okay because I got it with Bionn as well. So when we look at it, Bionn is almost full up. Bionn is probably the one who's going to gain first because she's already got most of them. Well, she's already got all of them in, actually. All 6 of the other ones, she's got them in, and she's going to keep on pulling up. And she's got a good position within the center of the camp to be able to be gaining a lot of happiness also. That one is another shrine that can be emptied, and it'll still fill up. You can still fill it up afterwards. Some of them cannot be emptied, some of them can be emptied. Knowing which ones are which is always useful. And the best way to do that is to actually empty it and lose it forever. And then you know that that one can never be emptied in another playthrough that you have. Okay, so we're going to end this one here. We took out Bionn. This is a much shorter one. We're able to take out Bionn, then come back in. Now the purpose will be to build up some torches so that we can head into the ruins. I've got to think about which ruin I want to go into, whether I'm going to head first into the Arthas ruin or the Tilchin ruin. The Tilchin ruin, which is over here somewhere, can give me the sword for Arthur, and the Arthas ruin gives me the mace for Urkashet. So I think I'm probably going to do Arthas because I'm going to go down and go attack Kagao, get Kagao to get my bow for Kagao right away, Indomitable one, which has a piercing shot, and then from there head into the Arthas ruins to take out the ruins, grab the legendary weapon that I have to research, that I can then research at the lectern, and then come back to Tiltrin while it's being researched, take out Tiltrin 1 and get the sword also, and then come back into Ludern in order to complete the full Ludern quest, so that I can then head into the Tomb of Ludern and get the bow and the spear, so that I will have my legendaries on everyone, right? Because Bionn has already got it, and then I'll have the bow with Kagal, then Urkashet's mace, then the sword, and then head back into Ludern and pull out the spear and the bow. And Thor doesn't have the legendary. There is another legendary axe, which is a legendary two-handed axe that you can get from Bertrus, from Colonel Lexigrathan. I think she's a general by then, actually. She's a colonel. Somebody's looking for her as a colonel here, but she's a general by the time you meet her here. And get that, which is a two-handed axe, but I don't use it on Thor because Thor only has one attack. His action economy isn't very good because Ovation is using up so much, and it's very VP heavy. Whereas you look at Bionn, you know, she's got her basic, she's got Rampage, she's got her Torch Strike, she's got her, the possibility of the Wrath, but even without the Wrath, those three, that's already 3 to the 1 that Thor has. And Thor's never going to be attacking it with as much damage, from the simple fact that he doesn't have a legendary anyway. And even if you were using a legendary, it would be a waste of that legendary because Ovation is such a restrictive skill that you could be using the Cutting Maelstrom instead. If you using a two-handed weapon, you would go with the Valorous Chain to get your VP when you're hitting multiple units, and the Cutting Maelstrom, which is a circle attack, and it attacks once for each unit in the target area. And when you upgrade it, it has a fatal blow, which means that if you kill one of the units within that area that you're attacking, it'll attack another time. So attacking 3 units, for example, if one of them is a light armor unit or even a medium armor unit, for the most part, it's going to just die. One of them is going to die, and then you're going to be able to attack another time, and you'll probably kill all of them. Usually coming in with a Maelstrom, you're killing every unit in the area that you're attacking, especially once you hit level 5, which gives you Recklessness. Recklessness is the first skill, deals 100%. Upgraded, it deals 150%. So if you're attacking right away with Cutting Maelstrom, Recklessness does not act the same way as Fury does. So Fury, when you... Let's go back to Bionn here. When you gain Fury, Fury deals 50% of the next attack. Rampage has 3 attacks, which means that each attack would technically consume Fury. You know, so if you have Fury and you attack with Rampage, the first attack is going to consume that Fury. And if you don't critical hit with that attack, you won't create another Fury. You may create another Fury with the second attack or with the third attack, but it will be consumed with that first attack that it does within that one. But Recklessness doesn't work the same way. Recklessness works that the first skill will have the entirety of its skill being at 150%. So Rampage will actually deal all 3 attacks at 150% damage. But Recklessness also works on the skill. So if you use First Aid as your first skill in a turn, it will consume Recklessness and you won't get any extra damage on anything. If you use Run, the same thing. If you use Taunt. So you always want somebody with Recklessness to be attacking as their first thing. Which is why I'll often be attacking with Thor. Once he gets to level 5, you'll often be attacking with Thor with a slash right away, even if that slash wouldn't be giving you any DP because you're already full DP. Anyway, that's just more, a bit further tactics further on in the game. Right now, we're not really worrying about that too much because we're still on level 3 anyway, even though we're close to being level 4 with some units. So that's pretty much it, and we'll see you in the next one.